Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of TravelProfessionalNews.com, HomeBasedTravelAgent.com, and FindAHostTravelAgency.com, I would like to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join with us. Today's topic is custom private guided travel with Kensington Tours, and our speaker today is Michelle Keeley. Michelle is a certified travel counselor, otherwise known as CTC, and has worked in the travel industry for over 30 years. She had a very strong luxury background and having been with two major luxury cruise lines for 18 years. Michelle joined Kensington Tours in 2016 as sales director and is now senior director managing national accounts. She's located just north of Tampa, Florida. So please remember that you are all muted, but we do welcome your questions at any time. You can just type those questions at any time into the question area on the right-hand side of your screen. And when the presentation is over, we'll take as many questions as we can. And we will also be giving away the Amazon gift cards to 3 lucky attendees after the questions are completed. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the microphone over to Michelle so we can go ahead and get started. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, thank you, Joni. Hello,
You're
everyone.
welcome. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. It's truly a pleasure to be here, and I really appreciate everyone's time. I know it's so busy and hectic, so it's great that you can take a little time to learn a little bit about Kensington Tours, which I'm always excited to share with you. So today I'm going to talk about Kensington Tours, a nice intro, our advantages, some travel styles, what's new, and of course we have an exciting gift card promotion for you, the travel advisor. So to jump in, I will talk about Kensington Tours. We are a tour operator. It's a little different than a DMC, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'll talk about what sets us apart and where we go. But I do always like to start with our pillars. So we have our 4 core pillars to talk about what we stand for. So everything we do is customized, personalized journeys. We do go all over the world, every continent, and everything is created with you to customize exactly what your clients are looking for. We have our destination experts, which I like to refer to as our secret weapon. I will go into a little bit more detail about what they do a little later. And then our local guides. I know I'm asked this a lot because we go everywhere, over 100 countries, every continent. We have local guides, so they are the best of the best, highly experienced. Many of them are historians, professors, so they are going to be the top quality guides for your clients, all English speaking, unless your clients have another preference. And of course, we have our 24/7 live English speaking person to pick up the phone if there ever is a hiccup. Sometimes there's travel delays with flights or other things happen. Hopefully your clients are not calling you in the middle of the night or on the weekend. If they do, you call our 24/7 number and we get it corrected, or the clients call that number in travel, we get it corrected, and we keep you updated of what's going on. It's a comfort that we give to you, gives you more time to sell than being stressed of, it's so exciting to sell, a trip and then move on to the next. And it's the dreaded call that you hope you don't get in the middle of the night. We take all that stress off of you. As I mentioned, we go all over, all 7 continents. Here's a great snapshot. So we did start in Africa. Our company is a private company. It's a US company. We started exclusively in Africa in 2006. Fast forward, we go all over. But we go to more countries in Africa than most other tour operators. And we do go all over Europe, Asia, the Middle East. We're also in North America now. We do Alaska, the national parks. We do Canada, Hawaii, and we're adding more to that as well. Australia, New Zealand, all over Latin America. And we do have our yachts, our private yachts, which I will talk more about a little later. So this is what I always like to spend a lot of time on is our destination experts. Currently, we have about 300 destination experts. We are rapidly growing. And when I say they are really your go-to, they're your specialists. They are either from the countries they represent or have lived or studied there. We send them back there. So it really is your strength when you're selling, a destination that maybe you haven't been to yet, or it's been a long time. They are your specialists to really walk you through. In Europe alone, we have over 100 experts, and they even zone in. We have experts that just focus on the UK or Ireland or different parts. So then, of course, they're always going to know the must see, the historical spots, but also off the beaten path. If your clients are passionate about something, they'll create the perfect itinerary for them. We do have sample itineraries on our website. If you go to kensingtontours.com, it's a good way to get started. But just reach out to us and you'll be connected with a destination expert in the region that your clients are looking for. We have many that do multi-country because we know that your clients, a lot of times they may want to go over to Italy and then France or go around, and we can handle that. We're a one-stop for all of that as well. Another thing I like to talk about with our experts are you are actually connected with them and working with them from start to finish. So from the initial contact, whether you choose to call us or email us or go to the portal to request a quote, to the quoting stage, to the booking stage, to the travel stage, we're a one-stop. Nothing is handed off to an operations team. So less things are likely to fall through the cracks, and that's what they are here for. Another big thing, and I highly recommend it, is we offer three-way calling. So especially, a lot of these trips could be a bucket list. Maybe they're doing an Africa safari for the first time or going to Antarctica. Our experts are there to really walk you and your clients through. So at this point, we really recommend setting up a three-way call with the destination expert, yourself, and the client. Our experts will never talk to your clients without you. You're our customer, but we see over a 30% higher close rate. So please utilize it. It's a great way, especially like I said, it's a trip of a lifetime and they have a lot of things they want to do. Let the expert really help zone in and manage the trip exactly to what they want. A little more about our guides, as I said, they're all in country. Many times it's the same guide throughout, so clients get the camaraderie of that. But even with the guides, we handpick the guides to really pair up with your clients. If your clients need more assistance, or if it's a family, we do a lot of multi-generational family groups. We handpick, family-friendly guides if there's younger children, or whatever the level or the request that your clients have. We make sure that we pair it with the right guide. Next, I like to talk about our quotes. So within 48 hours, you receive a customized quote. You are the call to action on this, and you name it to whatever it is. It's the day by day, it's the map, as you can see, and it's a great detailed. It really looks like you've spent a lot of time putting this together. This is what we do for you to share with your clients. As I said, you are the call to action. Your agency name, your phone number, your email is all on that. I do like to talk about our travel styles, or your clients' travel styles, I should say, because we are private customized. We don't have set departures. We don't have a limited number. Whether you have a solo traveler, you might have a business traveler going to be in Asia for 6 weeks and want to do some traveling, we can work with you on that. Or you may have, friends or family that come together. As I mentioned, we do a lot of multi-generational family groups. You may be working on a group yourself if it's more about food, if they're into food and wine. And it's every level. If they want to do a cooking class in a Tuscany home, or if they want the Michelin restaurants, they want the whole trip to be like that, or just components. Again, when you have customized, you have that ability to, change even in travel. I always say, once you've experienced private guided, it's really hard to get back on a bus with 30 other people. In travel, you might want to clients might want to spend more time at lunch, or if the weather isn't what it should be, they may want to fluctuate and change it. And that's why we're perfect with family as well. You bring the family group to us. A lot of times we know it's very multi-generational, and maybe the elders want to go back to the hotel and relax, and the younger ones want to do more active. We customize it to exactly what they're looking for. We also launched our yacht program. We have over 100 yachts to choose from. They're all private guided all over the world. So from, catamarans, 4 or 5 days in the Bahamas, to the Maldives, to Croatia, to the luxury yachts, we customize that, and we have a whole team to work with you on that. It's private, it comes fully staffed. The clients pick out the menu, the itinerary, the water sports, all of that. They can do exactly what they want here. And we are seeing, it is a luxury item, but it's becoming more and more popular. And maybe the price point, if you have 12 guests going for 4 or 5 days, maybe they do that around the Greek Isles and then spend the other 4 or 5 days on land. The price point may not be as ultra luxury as your clients may think. Another new product we launched a couple years ago is our villas. You may not have thought of us for villas, but we're listening to you and your clients and the need, and we're seeing more and more as these groups are coming together. They want their own little compound, their own little place to retreat. They don't want to be in the hotels. They want a central gathering place and still go off and do touring and all of that. So we've got over 1,000 partners around the world that we work with. So pretty much most destinations we do offer villas. We have a partnership with Ancestry.com. So this is really exciting, and some of your clients may already be working with them. That's fine. We can pair it together, or if not, we can. Sometimes they may just want to take one day and go to the village or such where their ancestors are from, or they may want a full-blown itinerary. We do every level. I will say, if they are just starting with Ancestry and they're going to really do a deep dive, it can take, weeks or a month or more to really dig in and get all the history on that. Voyages, I like to touch on this because I know many of you probably are strong cruise sellers and you have really strong relationships with your cruise partners, which is great. We are always here to do the pre and post and the private guided shore excursions. But we also have experts that not only know the destination, but know the different cruises. So we launched in Antarctica. We now do river cruises as well and others. But if you have clients, let's say, wanting to do Antarctica, it's a bucket list. Not only do we know the destination, but we also know the different partners that we work with, and we know the different ships and the vessels, and we help you decide maybe what's the best fit for the clients. We partner with Silversea, which is a luxury, or other quirk like expedition ones, or different levels of luxury and expedition, which our experts can help you go through and find the best vessel for your clients. We have launched our shore excursions, and I always say, I have a strong background with cruise lines. We're a great complement with cruises, and we know for many destinations, your clients are getting on the cruise and they're doing excursions. They may be getting on a bus with 50 other people, or they may be booking a private guided on board. If they do a private guided with us, you book that with us, you know what your clients are doing before they go. You get paid your full commission. We work with all the cruise lines. Simply, your clients get off in the port. Our guide will be there with their name and sign and do their private guided touring. Of course, as I said, we work with the cruise lines. If they are late getting in or miss the port, we refund, we adjust. We're simply the same as any other partner in that case. Group travel. So everything we do is individual FIT. However, we do, as I mentioned, family groups, and we're seeing more and more groups where your clients are doing their own gathering and want to come together and do an organized group tour. Or you, as an agent, may want to do a wellness tour, or maybe you want to be the Pied Piper for something. We can create that for you. You just work with our destination experts in the region that you're looking for, and we can create the group for you. Oh, our agent incentive. So I'm very excited. We just extended this to June 30th. And there's a couple great things that I like about this. This is your bonus to you, and it comes to you sooner than later. So once you make the booking and you deposit, you go to our site, kensingtontours.com, or this is the link if you want to take a snapshot, and you redeem it. So once the booking is deposited, you get the money. You do not need to wait until they travel or final payment. It doesn't matter if they don't travel till next year. This is a bonus to you. And we will pay you an additional $500 after 5 bookings in a calendar year. So it's a nice way to make some extra money. You get the Visa gift card. You can get it electronically via email, or we can mail it to you, and we can mail it to wherever you would like it to go. So it's our thank you to you, and we like to get that to you sooner than later because we know commission doesn't come until after final or till after travel. We don't have a full-fledged training platform for agents, but we have our webinar series, and I think it's very strong, and we have live webinars. Once you're registered with us, you'll get notified of this, or you can always go on and listen to them. We record all of them. Excuse me. So if you go to our site, we have them on all destinations. We have one on our yachts, on our villas, and most of them are hosted by our destination experts. So they're really a deep dive into history. And I like to say, if you, even if you've been to some of the regions, I guarantee you'll walk away learning something new about the destination. We do have an app for your tech-savvy clients traveling. It's really nice because it's updated instantly if things change, and you can download it as well so you can follow them while they're on their trip. Excuse me. Our accolades, I just like to throw that up there. We have been recognized, especially for a private, younger company compared to other tour operators out there. We are recognized and we are growing fast. And here I always like to show our sales team. As you can see, I'm Michelle. I oversee the national account partnerships. I am in Florida. You can always reach out to me as well, but you do get dedicated local sales representation. So you can see these are our sales directors with the states that they cover. You can reach out to them for directly. If you want more training or any local opportunities, they like to host, they'll host local events for agents, or if you have something going on in your area, always reach out and ask them. They travel a lot, obviously, but if they're in the area, they're more than happy to work, to set up something local for you. And with that, I am done. I hope I remembered everything. If not, I'm opening it up to questions and comments. And again, I really, truly appreciate your time and have a great day.
Here we go. We do have some great questions, Michelle. So if you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and ask away. First of all, I'm going to give a comment, and Dominique says they've used your services twice already and they think it's excellent. So I just want to share that because that's such a great comment. What is your most popular destination if you had to pick one?
Yeah. So we have strong ties all over the place, but I'll just go a little more. If, our bread and butter is probably exactly what the agency is Europe, because clients go there again and again. But when we did start in 2006, and we are a private company, privately bonded and insured, But the owner who created our business, he actually grew up in Africa. His parents were missionaries. So he grew up in the Congo with, 7 brothers and sisters, a very, very humble upbringing. And as an adult, he went into technology and he sold his technology business just before he launched this business. So he started traveling all over the world, and he found he was doing travel bookings for himself and his friends and his family. So literally at his kitchen table, he created Kensington Tours with his brother-in-law. And I know I'm giving you more of an explanation, but when we first started, we were exclusively in Africa. We now go to, I think, over 20 countries alone in Africa, and we fast forward, we go to every continent all over the world. So really, there's different trends. Lately, we're seeing a lot of Portugal. Iceland is still there. All over Europe still remains to be very popular, very busy, especially in the summer. And then, of course, Africa, because it's a bucket list. Antarctica, we're seeing a spike, but that's also a fairly new product to us. So it's probably seeing what you see, but we do have a strong affiliation in all countries, and that's why we would love to be, your one stop for all of this.
Wonderful.
So,
Thank you. Great answer. What is the benefit of working with Kensington versus a local or in-country DMC?
yes, so and I understand this. So it's hard to compare us against the DMC, but what we have is the convenience for you and the one stop. We pay commission. It's not net and you do it out. You're not pieceworking it, putting it all together. And if there is ever a hiccup or the state of the country, if something happens, just as an example, last October when the war broke out in Israel, all of our clients were accounted for within minutes and had a plan to get them home. It's not, I'm sure as a travel advisor you are concerned, but you're in the trusted hands of Kensington Tours. We keep you updated. You're not spinning your wheels trying to find out where the clients are. And again, with multi-countries or cruises, pairing up with cruises or what have you, we are your one stop. You have one point of contact. You're not sorting out and calling the hotel for the hotel booking and your DMC for your touring. We do that all for you. And that's I say time is money, and we're saving you so much time to make multiple bookings.
Okay, good. All right. Do you take care of country-specific visas or local currency?
We give you all the standards, and our destination experts will advise you what visas are necessary. But a lot of the clients, they may have a different citizenship or dual citizenship. So we mostly would encourage the travel advisor to go to the consulate and find out of that. So we offer recommendations, but we don't purchase the visas.
Okay, now that makes sense. What are the minimum booking requirements for cruise shore excursions?
So with that, it's just private guided. So if they're on a cruise and they only want, a private guided excursion in, Civitavecchia so they can spend the day in Rome, they can do that. If they're doing a pre or post with us, our model is, hotel transfers and private guided tour. If they just want to do a hotel, we're really not the right fit for that. We're more all inclusive.
Okay, all right. This question is, they said, do you offer a guarantee or something as such to get clients back to the cruise ship if, they miss the ship or, and that does happen sometimes.
Yes. So I did kind of touch on that, and we know if God forbid something happens, the guide gets a flat tire and they miss the port or the ship sails, we would get them to the next port of call. But we work in line with them. It's the same as if the agent books the shore excursion with us and for whatever reason the ship is late getting into port due to the weather or it skips the port altogether, they would get refunded or if it's late getting in, depending on the time, we would still try to see if we could do the excursion. So we work very closely with all the cruise lines.
Okay. Let's see. Do you do multi-day fishing boat charters?
Um, well, we would do fishing. I don't know about the multi-day, and I guess it would depend where they're going.
Yeah, I would
But
think so. Yeah.
yeah, because like we've gotten interest where, they just want to go out of Fort Lauderdale and do a day cruise on a yacht. We don't really do that. But if there is something that they want to do one day out on fishing, we do tie that in. That's an excursion.
Okay, perfect. They're asking, can you show the slide with the awards again? They might have, someone missed that. So if you can flip back to that one for a quick
Yes.
second, then I'm going to ask you another question. All right, thank you. This one said, this is kind of a cool, it's not really a question, but it's really a great statement. She says she's a newer travel agent, Chris, and just 1 year and 2 months, and she's already booked 3 trips with Kensington and they loved it. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, amen. What would you say the average client profile is in terms of income level, et cetera? I assume that most part it's probably luxury premium, but
Yeah, it is. So traditionally, we always say more of luxury, 65 and older, semi-retired, we actually did a survey. It came out in January as a press release, and I will send the link to everyone as well. I think it was, one of the trade news that really went out and surveyed clients, 250 over and their luxury wants and all that. And it's interesting because the age is coming down, which I think we've all kind of heard that, and there's a lot of younger VPs and more flexibility that they're remote, so a lot of them can travel and work. So we are seeing that, but traditionally it is a luxury spend, and they do want more exclusive. They want the skip the line, they want the VIP treatment, more of a bragging rights to travel where few have gone. So it really does vary. And where it traditionally was at 65 and older, we are seeing it like 55 and older. But with that said, we do see a lot of families. I'll just give you an example where we're seeing a big lift with traditionally Disney specialists. And there's a lot of travel advisors that are very passionate about Disney and they start selling part-time. And Disney is not a cheap vacation. So a family of 4 that goes to Disney wants to stay at the Disney properties and all that. Now that the kids are getting older, they want to, hop over and do Africa Safari or do different things like that. So we see a lot younger and family like that, and we're a perfect fit. So it really kind of fluctuates, but traditionally it is 55 and older.
okay. So this question is that you have your trips to Italy. Do you happen to offer villas in Tuscany? I'm assuming you probably do, but can you also help with wedding plans? Good question.
Yeah, because everything is really customized. Depending if they want a legal wedding, there could be some more things that would need to be done. But yeah, certainly our destination experts love to be very creative. They do a lot of, the surprise and delights. There was one where they landed on a glacier with a helicopter for a proposal. If there's any kind of wow factors, or if they want to do a destination wedding, just talk with the destination expert and they can offer some ideas what can be done.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I think maybe if you can put that other one back up again, that your last one with your reps information and such on there,
Yeah.
just so they have that in front of them while we're
Yeah.
closing out and doing our questions. I think that pretty much takes care of it. Some great questions. Thank you for your help with that. Also, it's time for now us to do our prize time. So I've got 3 questions, and the first 2 questions are gonna be awarded a gift card, and these gift cards are courtesy, and thank you very much, Kensington Tours, for that. It's very generous. Each is a $50 gift card, and then the third one is a gift card from our company, Travel Professional News, and our thanks for all of you being here today. So we've got 3 questions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the question, and then I'm going to ask you all to put the answer to the question as fast as you can keyboard into the question area that you happen to be writing the questions in before. Just I wiped out all the questions now so you can do that. So you just put your answer in as fast as you can. For the first 2 questions, I'm going to let, actually for all 3 of them, I'm going to let Michelle do tell us the answer after we get a winner. But first we have to get the winner. So on the first one, what's your favorite? No, you can't really tell me that because everybody will know that. But yeah, we could. Michelle, what is your lucky number?
My lucky number is 13.
Okay, interesting. Okay, and I know what mine is.
Be my birthday.
Oh, okay, good. All right, right. All right, so here we go. The first one, I'm going to take the 13th correct answer. How do you like that? Okay. So here we go. Everybody else is giving me their lucky numbers. Well, I appreciate that, folks, but that's not going to work for this particular one. But now I know what everybody's lucky number is. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to pick the 13th person. What is your age limit restrictions for clients traveling with Kensington? Okay, go. Oh, wonderful. Okay. The winner is Michael Fuller. And what is the answer to that, Michelle?
So the answer is there really is no restrictions because everything is private guided. So if there's an infant or even an elder person that needs assistance, we can accommodate everyone.
Awesome. Okay, everybody was definitely listening to that. All right.
Good.
Okay, now I got to get all those out of here so we can take the next one. Okay, the next one we're going to do my lucky number. Well, actually, I have 2 lucky numbers, so we're going to do 2 lucky numbers here. But the first one, my lucky number is 7, so we're going to take the 7th one. If clients have flight delays and travel changes, etc., what do they do? Go. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Wait, that's amazing. All right. The answer to that question is, Michelle?
Yep. So I talked about it, our 24/7 live English speaking person to pick up the phone if there's ever any issues.
Perfect. Okay. And the winner is Meredith Parnello. Congratulations, Meredith. And the last question, we're going to go with my new favorite date too, because my birthday is, I'm going to be 70 years old. Some days I can't even believe this, but I don't know where it happened. What happened to me?
Yeah.
Anyway, my birthday is July the 16th, and my 3rd granddaughter is due on my birthday. I know it probably won't happen on my birthday, but I'm so excited that it might. So we're going to pick the 16th person in this one. How do we get in contact with the local rep, and how do they know where you're located for local events? Okay. All right, perfect. The winner is, and Elizabeth, this is crazy. So my middle name is Elizabeth. So Elizabeth Logan, we're going to have that baby on the 16th of July, aren't we? Okay. What is the answer to that?
Okay, so it's up, the contact information is on the screen, but I guess any answer would be just contact Kensington.
Well, this particular person, Elizabeth Logan, said call your BDM list sheet that you had put. So there you go. You got that. She got it right. Fantastic. That was so fun. You guys are amazing. You will be getting your gift cards from Kensington separately from us, and then ours will be coming. I'll send it via email to you later this afternoon, Elizabeth. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here today. What a great webinar. It's a fantastic product. We all know that. And I really look forward to having everyone on here take advantage, if they haven't already, of working with Kensington Tours. And Michelle, I want to thank you so much for being here today. I again apologize for the little glitch in the recording, but we will chat with you independently and get this figured out on that end of it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. This was wonderful. Have a great day.
We will. Everybody have a good one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.